Kevin, players who said the word of the week was composure.
Yeah.
Why was that?
Just that's where we started off with the beginning of the week, and going on the road in an environment like this, traveling. It's coast to coast. We've been Pasadena, now we're here with young guys. I think it's, to win here, you go back through Florida's history with Jim, they play a lot of close games. I mean, a lot of close games. And so composure on the road was a big deal. I thought our players, we had some times in the middle of the game where we didn't do well offensively in the first half, and our defense played really well in the fourth quarter to give us. It became a field position game, and early in the first half we had the ball inside our own 20 trying to get it out. Our punter did a great job. It's a team effort, so just keep playing. And I don't say this about these guys, these guys have continued to just keep playing. And they believe in each other. And, there wasn't a bunch of panic from our coaches or the players, and that's what composure was all about, being on the road.
Coach, 4 field goals for Daniel Cameron tonight. How important is that for him to continue to put points on the board?
Well, he's a Florida boy, so, he had a lot of tickets. Family was here. He's grown up a lot. The other day he hit one, and I don't know, it was way up, and we're indoors, and it was 53 yards, but it was still, 15 feet up above the bar in the indoor. So the weather was perfect. I'm really, really happy for him too to do that in front of his family here back where he's from.
Kevin, could you take us through Mon's composure, especially when he didn't have much going on, but like he's continued to show?
Yeah, it was tough sledding. These guys, that's a very physical front, and they've done that to just about everybody. It's been low-scoring, close games. I think it's for a young quarterback when they're playing that kind of man coverage, and then switching out some things, and those things were happening really fast out there for him. And I thought his ability to really take care of the football in a couple of those situations where maybe 2 weeks ago he would have just thrown it up. There was 2 times where he looked like he was getting ready to do something, but he hung on to it. It gives us the thought process of, I said it last week, right? Every snap's a learning experience, and there's some things he hadn't been perfect, but he continues to be composed and give us a chance to win in really tough environments.
Christian had a tough go of it kind of early when the game, but then comes up with a big return.
Right. Well, the first kickoff, you want him to catch it, the line drive, but he said it was too hot, and he just didn't want it to bounce off his chest. And then the first punt, he let that hit the ground. And he struggled a little bit tonight, but he still comes back and makes, he runs the fade, gets us down there for the first, field goal in the second half, getting us going. And the punt return was actually, that was a great play. But that's set up by a defense that I don't know what the statistics were in the fourth quarter.
First down, 10 plays for 4.
Yeah, and so, the field position changed in the fourth quarter. And so to flip the field in a game like that, in a tight game, special teams has a lot to do with that, and so does our defense. I said Tuesday, right, this team's the #1 team in the league in red zone defense and red zone offense. And they showed that tonight. There's a reason why. These guys are good. And, you got to get some chunk plays because they're not giving up anything. That's why I'm so happy for these guys, just because of how they played and stayed together, and not a whole lot of, there was some chippiness during the game. We probably had more penalties tonight we've had all year in a game. I don't know what we have, 7? Yeah, so that's not us, We're first or second in the league and being the least penalized. Being on the road had a lot to do with that, with crowd noise. Shoot, the first play of the game or false start. You know, it's like we've never, you know, I turn the music up as loud as it can be, and you know, there's nothing more frustrating than that on the first play of the game on the road to get the crowd back in it. So, you know, it's hard to simulate that, but you know, these guys just kept playing, and you know, when you do that, good things happen. Is it hot in here? Or is it me? Okay, thank you. I thought it was going to be an issue. I thought that's. I thought it was me. So.
From your perspective, what clicked with the offensive line late in the game that might not have been there?
Well, just, you know, we made some adjustments at halftime, and you know, I think, as I said, the word composure was not only about players but about coaches. Everybody was frustrated in the first half, but there's a reason we were frustrated. They're really good up front. We had some problems blocking guys. Their scheme was pretty simple, dropping a safety down, creating 7-man fronts, and you know, and playing man-to-man outside. We weren't making contested. We had a couple contested throws on both sides. You know, the officials were letting us play. You know, there was a couple times with us and them on us. And that perimeter game, I mean, DBs are all over receivers. So, you know, you get a feel for that. You got to be accurate in that. And, you know, Kellen made a couple plays, but, you know, we got to continue to keep developing on the perimeter and, you know, to get some of those people out of the box. And because of that, we were able to make some big plays in the man-to-man coverage. And we didn't complete the drives, but we got points. And in a game like that, points are what matters. It's really important. You know, the bye week for us comes at a good time. You know, as a coach, everybody asks, I'm sure this is coming from you guys. You know, when your team's playing pretty well, you know, you want to keep playing. But these guys have played a lot of close games, haven't won them all, but they continue to play to the end. And, you know, they need a little break right now. I mean, they've done everything that I've asked them to do. And so, you know, this week, you know, we got school. We're going to come back on Monday, practice, and Wednesday and practice and develop a little bit. But they need some time, you know, particularly these freshmen, because there is no Thanksgiving for them. There is no break for them. I mean, they're just, you know, they're rolling through the SEC right now and just trying to get better every week. And that's our big deal. If we can just get a little bit better every week, you know, we'll be all right.